What's going on, guys? We are back once again, and we are going to be reviewing The Underdog, starring Snoop Dogg, Mike Gamster, and George Lopez. So the entirety of this movie is actually really cool. I saw this that I wanted to go ahead and watch this. This is on Prime Video if you guys want to check it out. Now, I will say this: if this is kind of like your normal movie, so if you mix, I would say the movie Rebound, starring Martin Lawrence, with Adam Sandler's The Longest Yard. This is pretty much what you get. Now, the entirety of this movie is based around Snoop Dogg's character, Jason Jennings, who is a former NFL superstar who was a wide receiver, and he was a very self-involved kind of a prick, and he even admits that. And what happens is he gets into a car accident after his own stupidity, after getting into a fight with his agent. And when that happens, he gets community service for over 300 hours, having to pick stuff up. But then he comes across in his old town that he grew up in that one of the schools needs a coach. So he somehow makes a deal of being the head coach to these, to Pee Wee football, and he actually comes across his ex-girlfriend from high school that he, kind of was the whole saying, the one that got away. She has a son now. Never gets declared if it's actually his or not, but he kind of does the math in his head. It's like, no, he's not mine. But what's kind of interesting, though, is they do decide to go ahead and talk about kind of what Snoop does actually do in real life to actually help kids in football to be able to give them a chance. And I thought that was cool that that was loosely based on this movie. And this is actually really funny. I mean, you actually see how where Snoop goes from being a real prick to being an actual cool, laid back, loving human being towards these kids, because they actually needed guidance. And I thought that was cool. And there was a lot of funny moments in here. I will say, if you're a fan of Snoop, you'll definitely enjoy his character. You'll definitely enjoy Mike Epps' character. There's only a couple of things I probably didn't like about this. It was really shocking how much the kids were cussing in this movie, especially with. But then again, with them being around, obviously you know who they're around in this movie kind of makes sense. And at the same time, we even got George Lopez in here, who actually plays as Snoop Dogg's former coach when he was in high school. And the kid that is his ex's kid, he is like the same way how he was when he was in growing up, and how he thought he didn't need no one. He's a superstar. He's gonna go out real bad, and he kind of tells him in the best way possible, like, hey, you keep this crap up, you're gonna be exactly where I am, whether you like it or not. And he's like, oh no, I'm not gonna be like that. And he says, you keep doing the same dumb crap, you're gonna be. And that's how he kind of changes his view on things, is because he sees a younger version of himself. And then also of him teaching the kids different ways to how to handle not only football but other things in his life. Like, there's one kid that tries to act like he has all kinds of money and this and that, but at the same time he's living the same type of life he did when he was a kid, growing up in a trailer park, being ashamed of it and trying to get out of it. Another kid having a lot of his parents about being in mathematics when he's actually at football practice. Another kid that's a nerd that loves Game of Thrones, and he's realizes that he tells him, hey, I'm a fan. And then also the kid that is his ex's son, that he's just very full of himself and looks at him like a role model in a certain way. So there's a lot of things in here that I would definitely say you can get behind. I truly did enjoy this movie. I thought it was funny, I thought it was hilarious, and I thought there was a lot of good points in here. I like football movies, I like sports movies. I thought this was a kind of a good combo between sports and comedy, and I just really enjoyed myself. There's really not a whole lot bad I could say about this. I thought it was kind of like a cool little nod to see Raising Cane's in here as well, especially me being in Louisiana for so long. That's mainly where it's based out of, for Raising Cane's is in Louisiana. So I definitely thought that was cool to see a little sportsman logo on there. I thought that was pretty cool for them being sponsored. Either way, I don't really have a lot bad about to say about this movie. I'd probably watch it again at some point. Don't know exactly when, but overall, very good movie. Very, very comical. Very, like I said, if you mix Longest Yard with Rebound, you're definitely gonna get this movie. But either way, guys, what do you think about the Underdogs starring Snoop Dogg and Mike Epps? Mike Epps was kind of really laid back. He's kind of played like an idiot in this role, like almost like how he tried doing in Friday. But he actually wasn't that much of an idiot. He actually went from being just a low, con man to being a assistant head coach with Snoop. So I thought that was pretty cool. But either way, guys, let me know your thoughts are about it down in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you as always on the next one.